road for so long. And look, about this treatment, it is such a short shelf life in terms of how long he was an issue in Pittsburgh. Look, when you say he's being late to the meetings, when you say that AB is missing Saturday, that's when the cat's out the bag. As you said, this dude took the high road for so long. And look, you can own a house on the high road, but you're going to rent that apartment on the low road, right? Every now and then, you got to go down there and remind them, bruh, I'm only doing this because I'm trying to be a team player. And that's what AB got caught up in. He got caught up in finally, you guys are not going to fix this, I'll fix this, and it's going to be a problem.
But Marcel, you know, we all know, the things you get caught for just mask all the things you got away with.
You know it.
so again, they went public with what AB was doing. doing after it was like, man, we've been eating a lot of doo-doo.
Yeah, that's the bet on the quarterback. All that is look, we got to pick one. We're going to bet on the quarterback. You got to bet on your franchise quarterback. Over your wide receiver who you can paint in this way.
But I'm saying AB was causing a lot of problems in Pittsburgh that we never heard about. It was tolerated. They were winning. He was so productive. It hadn't turned into a hot mess where he and Ben were at each other's throats. Juju hadn't arrived as a productive player. That set him off even more.
Being one calling him out on the radio show, throwing the ball to D lineman.
No question. but I'm just saying, we know that we've just heard a little tiny tidbit. Again, I go back to my boy Jesse Washington at The Undefeated that wrote a whole expose on all the crap AB's doing off the field, all the disputes with all kinds of people. That paints a pretty clear picture. This dude is off the chain.
Yeah.
I'm not here to defend Antonio Brown, and neither is that my role in this.
Yep.
But you talk about everything that we heard about Antonio Brown and everything that came out. Think about the things that we've heard about Big Ben. The things that But you talk about everything that we heard about Antonio Brown and everything that came out. Think about the things that we've heard about Big Ben. The things that happened in the locker room. We're not, but the things that happened in that locker room that Antonio Brown saw every single day. and had to deal with every single day. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the decisions that he decided to make that all of a sudden blew up the relationship between he, Mike Tomlin, and Big Ben Roethlisberger in that dynamic Big Ben or Triple Bs or whatever they call them.
You're right.
It's because he said, you know what, I'm tired. I'm not doing it anymore. And it's because his production, he felt like I'm entitled to just say what I want to say.
I qualify.
If you're not going to do it, then somebody has to do it.
There will be a new Big Ben in Oakland, and it may be the head coach. John Gruden may be the Big Ben that AB looks over and goes, I don't like some of the stuff you do. Some of the stuff you say is inconsistent. There's a laundry list of former NFL players that say when John Gruden's mouth is moving, he's probably not telling the truth. Long list.
Yeah, I've heard.
AB is going to be in that locker room listening to this, and then it may be John Gruden that triggers, not Big Ben. And it may be John Gruden that triggers AB, and I believe it will be because John Gruden, again, he's going with this very immature approach. We're going to embrace it. We're going to kill him with kindness and love. The Pittsburgh Steelers have been killing him with kindness and love, and that's how it got so far out of control and out of pocket. AB, this is, I wouldn't say a tough love approach.
Excuse me, sir. Only pay for what you need with Liberty Mutual.
Thanks.
We're rolling out a delicious new way to create your own lasagna at Olive Garden. New Lasagna Mia started
The right one, because I would not challenge AB to a fight, particularly after I just gave him a new contract. But I certainly wouldn't sit up in front of everybody. Man, I can't wait for the drama. The drama's going to be just what this team needs. I thought there would be more. I can't believe he just went with a hot air balloon. When AB starts flying stealth bombers over the practice facilities,
twos on the side,
and jumping out of them, parachute. You told me you wanted me to parachute to practice. He's capable.
But you know, the thing is, a guy played 9 years, and we never, before last year, would bring up AB in this light. Not fully. We would say, oh, this incident here, this twerking. Look,
I'm going to send you the article.
No, I read the article, and it took an article to bring all that up because you know what was living on the front page in our minds? Ben Roethlisberger and everybody else's issues hitting you directly. And this is a guy who's been productive since his second year in the league. So don't act like he's not had this confidence. But what was brewing is his qualifications and him getting paid, like you said. When you get paid in that locker room, oh, you become the ambassador for the voiceless.
Yes.
And all those people who feel powerless, all them other 50 guys in there, hey, bro, go handle that, man. Go on and set this straight. Balance the equation. And when he did it too much. He went 6th gear instead of measuring it. And also it got off the rails. That said, John Gruden has dealt with this type of personality before in Keyshawn Johnson. He has the get out of jail.
Keyshawn and AB.
Yeah, Keyshawn's worse. You're right. Keyshawn is much worse. what?
Not as productive.
I grew up.
And not as productive.
Exactly. So guess what? It's a way to deal with them.
All right, stick around later in the show. We'll give you our